Complex, back with another video, and today we're back to SWTOR, and I want to give you 21 reasons that you should be playing SWTOR in 2021. This is by no means a complete list of reasons that you should be playing SWTOR, and some of these reasons you might agree with and others you might not, but it's a quick list of 21 reasons I personally think you might want to just download this game, so maybe just start downloading it now while you listen. So let's just dive on into it. First up, the game is free to play to start. Yes, it has a subscription model, but you can totally enjoy the game free to play and will know if it's worth the subscription by the time you finish all of the content that's free. Number 2, there are companions. They'll travel with you, be part of the story if they're one of the story-based companions, or you can find other kinds of companions such as droids, and there are also creature companions that are just fun to have around. 3, you can be light or dark-sided alignment no matter what character or side you pick to start. So yes, you can be a light-sided Sith warrior or you can be a dark-sided Jedi Knight if those are the stories you want to tell. Number 4, pets. There are a whole heaping amount of non-combat pets in the game that you can get from a variety of sources. They are all completely adorable and, well, must be cherished forever. Number 5, you can play this game solo. Yes, it's an MMO, but you can actually play pretty much the majority of the content in SWTOR solo if that is something that you would like to do. I do have an entire video talking about that, and I will link my SWTOR playlist in the description down below, so you can go ahead and check that out if you'd like to. 6, there are 8 main stories. 8 main stories with completely different stories, characters, companions. It's amazing. Plus, there's a whole bunch of DLC. Basically, you have content for days. 7, you can have vanity outfits, which means you can look the way you want without having to sacrifice your armor to do it. Number 8, speaking of customization, there's a heaping amount of color crystals in the game. So if you really want to be a Jedi or Sith that rolls around with a bright pink crystal on your lightsaber, you can do that. Number 9, there's romance in the game. Literally, you can romance companions in either the base game or there are some new romances brought in for the DLCs. Or you can even romance somebody in the base game, break up with them in the DLCs, and romance a different character entirely in the DLCs. It's up to you. 10, player housing. That you can decorate. There are 9 different strongholds available in the game. There's a boatload of decorations for you to collect, and, well, you can decorate them to your heart's content. Number 11, roleplay your character your way. Because of the lack of restrictions for alignments, the amount of dialogue options you have, the customization options, the different races you can play as, you can really craft whatever character you want for any of the stories. Number 12, it's on Steam. So if you've been holding back on downloading this game because you're not into downloading a game from a website, guess what? You can now download it off of Steam. You can even purchase the premium currencies as well as get yourself a subscription for SWTOR all off of Steam now. 13, there's an in-game marketplace where you can actually sell or purchase items that are originally either from the premium currency store crafted by other characters or just items around the game, provided they're not actually bound to you or your legacy, which means you can earn money that way, and then you can go ahead and spend it on some pretty awesome items if that's something that you'd like to do. Number 14, a customizable UI. SWTOR has an extremely robust UI customization option. So if you're somebody like me that has a very particular way that they want their UI to look like, guess what? It can look and function the way that you need it to in order to enjoy the game. 15, it's not my personal cup of tea most of the time, but if you enjoy PvP, there is actually, in fact, PvP in SWTOR. And number 16, you can also pew-pew in space with Galactic Starfighter if that's something that you'd also enjoy. Number 17, if you decide to get a 1-month subscription to play the DLCs, guess what? You actually get to keep all of the DLCs that were available up through the end of your subscription for life. So you don't have to rush through all the DLCs on all of your characters to get everything done before your subscription's up, because you get to keep it forever. Number 18, if guilds are your thing, there's actually an entire guild system in SWTOR, complete with guild ships, and any of the strongholds that can be purchased are actually available to purchase separately as a guild stronghold if you'd like. Number 19, there are rotating events in SWTOR. So if you like factions and ranking up XP with those factions and getting rewards for that, we've totally got that. Number 20, there's an entire legacy system where you can get buffs for your character, quality of life improvements for your entire legacy. It's pretty awesome. There is also achievements in game, and some of those achievements will provide the premium currency as a reward. Number 21, if all of those reasons before weren't enough, I've got one more for you. There is an in-game mail system. You can send mail to fellow players, receive mail from fellow players, and you also end up receiving mail from the various characters in the game that you've met, including your love interest if your character has one. Warning, some of the love interest emails will either break your heart, make you squee over how adorable the love interest is, or both. But y'all, those are my top 21 quick reasons that you should be downloading and playing SWTOR in 2021 if you are not already. As mentioned previously, I do have an entire YouTube playlist on SWTOR, so I will link that in the description down below if you want any beginner's tips on playing. I also do have an entire Let's Play that is going on YouTube for a Sith warrior, so I will link that as well, just in case you'd like to see a little bit of gameplay in action. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night and or day, depending on where you are in the world, and I will catch you next time. Bye, guys.